traders, Monday morning. What we all wait for and anticipate. Guys, happy to have you back. Let's get into today. So I got a lot of things going on. It's going to be a little rocky here till I get everything squared away how I like it. Trading two accounts this morning. I got a $25,000 account and then a $1 million competition account. That's like a one for all. That's going on for a few days, and there's a lot of rewards going on at Trade the Pool. But this 25,000 account, we got to grow it. We got to grow it 4% or so to get it funded, and then start making some moolah with that. So going to be flipping through some tickers this morning and see what's going on, guys. The weekends are rough for traders. Weekends are absolutely rough. So we got SRM. This ticker has had several green days back to back to back to back. Saved you guys from that sneeze. All right. AIRO taking off. Man, this was the IPO the other day. AIRO still got some room on it. OP looks like a slow fader. OP. Oh, I might have to take a position on OP. OP. Chart, market depth, entries. Watch list. OP. Let's find it. Ocean. No, not that OP. I like this OP, Ocean Pal. Looks like it's going to be kind of heavy here against... like 180 could be support on it. OP, little small cap play. That formed a head and shoulders here in pre-market. OP, you're right there against 3. OP's not bad there against 3. OP, it is Ocean Pal, right? Dink Bink in the house. Good morning, Dink Bink. Howdy do. Yeah, OP. Oh, that's the change in percentage. I need to move. See, I need to adjust some of that. Yeah, I like this one against like 315, 20-ish OP. Alright, I'm going to think about OP. Good morning, Kayvon. Howdy do. Your IPO AIRO making some moves this morning. Dude, oh my god, RBNE. Guys, I got a confessional I got to make. RBNE on this eval, I got stopped right up at over 20 on Friday. That was like 2 o'clock. I took a position again. You remember I was tilted. Traders, I got 2 accounts I'm going to be trading today with Trade the Pool. They got a $1 million like competition account and then like 25,000 eval, which I'm going to try to work both of those here today. There's a competition for a couple days going on. They got this, everybody sharing this account. And they got a bunch of rewards, like, the top 10 people can get, they'll give them, like, there's like 5 to 10 evals they'll give them. So I'm going to be trading 2 accounts. Market's open. RBNE makes me sad. OP, I'm looking against, that one against like 320. That one gets a morning spike. I kind of like OP. There's a lot of resistance. It had a head and shoulders, 350 being the left and right shoulder. Sitting at 275 right now. I like it to do something pretty much like this TMDE that just faded and faded, and NEHC. A lot of tickers this morning that are doing the same kind of thing. Spike, a lot of these, dude. A lot of these 7 to 730 rips, and then so many of these have given nearly it all back. All right, let's look at some hangover plays too from Friday. Definitely don't want to forget about those. What are you guys taking a peek at this morning, though? ADM. INSM. INSM's not too bad, Kayvon. This one's $100 has been resistance for a few days here. INSM. Got about a point spread. I know you like those, though. Points, not pennies. All right, Monday morning, you guys know how it normally is. We got a lot of noise, and we're seeing that. A lot of noise, but not. It needs to narrow in. OP is already, that $3 already holding up pretty good on it. Give me something to work with, OP. Something to work with. SRM. Yeah, SRM's pretty much the leading gapper this morning. So they launched a Tron Treasury strategy with $100 million equity investment. I cannot believe where... I mean, I can, but it's just so aggravating. The RBNE, dude, that thing, oh my god. Squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. And guys, I saw like so many people just blowing up on that thing. RBNE. Man, so many people blowing up on that thing. Alright, OP is popping up. Alright, I'm going to take a short on OP. Let's set an OCO on it. Two. I'm going to do the same on the 25K eval. It's going to take me a minute to get used to all this. Alright, let me sell. You got 308 fill on OP on this pop. I'm going to set an OCO on it here as well. I'm going to do probably about 308, 500 shares. But I have about, I'm going to go over my rules, but I'm pretty much going to have a, here's a pullback right here, a decent pullback. Okay, OP, I just got out of it for $87 gain right there on that pullback. I want to take part in it again, though. I'm in it both on both accounts here. Mr. Doug in the building. Good morning, Doug. I'm doing a lot of confusing things this morning, Doug. I'm working OP short. Here's the trade so far. Like the pop and drop, came up right up to a lot of good resistance areas. So I'm up on this as well, on the $1 million account too, up 87 on the 25,000 eval. Yeah, OP was a good pop. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I'm working, Doug. They got a competition account going, so I'm working that. There, if you're in the top 10 as far as the profits go, like you have to do better, I think, over percentage wise than the market. Or, like, if the market drops 3%, we have to make more than 3% on this $1 million account. There's like a $1 million account they started today, and look, the balance is 999,995. I don't know how many people are involved with this, but they said the top 10 will get whoever does makes the most. The top 10 people over the next couple days will get a bunch of accounts. So if I can get some of these accounts, I'm going to be giving you guys some of them. So I'm pumped about that. Be helping the green team out. This is not bad, man. You can minimum risk, right? For all right, OP. I'm gonna look at hitting this one again on a pop. I want to work this trade. I already hit it on that pop. Took it on the pullback there. And then let's see what else is moving out there. But yeah, look at this. The head and shoulders was perfect on this OP. It's probably going to be heavy against that too. Yeah, Doug, the volatility roll is a tough one for me. Which I'm probably breaking. It's 270 up to $3. Moved 8% in 4 minutes. Yeah, that's a tough one. The volatility roll is a tough one. I'm gonna go back at it. I'm gonna go back at it on 25K account. This OP trade. Oh shoot! It just shot down 10 cents. The goal was $100 a day. $100 a day over here for 15 or so days. Yeah, it's a tough one, but as long as we can let them go sideways for 4 minutes, let the trades go sideways for 4 minutes without having that insane volatility, which I know. I know that's a tough one. We could use the prop though, just for some of the trades like this OP right here, where they go sideways. Even though you're not shorting the euphoria, you're at least getting the sideways action into the snap of the neckline on the head and shoulders. So there's still some trades that'll work out fairly well with it. I'm gonna see if I get filled one more time here, and then I'm gonna set the going in half share size. I'm gonna set the OCO and move on to another trade. All right, I got 291. Already working OP this morning, Fades. Good morning to you. Stop. I'm going half share size now. I already hit it for $87. I'm going to go 325. Otherwise, take profit. This is going to be kind of like a leftover trade. I like the OCOs on here, though. quantity 250 price limit to buy at 250. Stop at 325. Let's make sure that works. Yep. Blue lines are in. We're good. Still working at 2. Yeah. This is not a bad one. I'm going in a minimum size there since I already. Dude, I think. God. Let's see if we can have I want to have like $1,000 quotas on this account. I think we can work it. All right, OP working that one. Let me. Are you doing the $1 million challenge fades? They got a $1 million like one for all account challenge. Okay, let's move on to the next ticker. Let's see what's popping on up, guys. Sorry about the rust in here. It's going to take me just a couple days to really get in the groove here, to be flipping through tickers, trade the pool, yada yada. You guys know what it is. But we're going to get payouts. I'm going to show you guys how to do it all. Some crazy pre-market short potential this morning. Dude, I saw all those tickers, dude. Every single one of them was pulling back in. It was unreal. Oh my god, AIRO, that IPO, that thing. Can we trade this? Because that thing just shot straight down. So Fade, something that I was looking at on Friday, I thought that like the volatility rule, for instance, that's why I was trading RBNE, which fades. When I got tilted, I got liquidated up and over 20. This thing's at 6 now. But I'm pretty sure I broke rules on this. So I thought their volatility rule like was implemented where it wouldn't let you trade, like that the platform could recognize if a ticker's up 8%. So I was trading it like it's not going to let me. It's just going to decline my shares, essentially. And I guess it doesn't work like that. Like, you have to trade responsibly. So I probably broke a rule on that. Hopefully it doesn't mess me up too much as far as this account goes when they look at the trades. All right, OP. Let's get that one pulling back. That's one of my favorite tickers this morning. But I will say one thing, Doug, I really, really like about having the 25,000 account over here. I can focus. It's kind of hard in the summer right now because I got a lot going on with the kids in the morning, but I can find and focus on a lot of tickers, Doug, and I can trade all of them. See, with the small account, I'm going to go over this in another video. I am going to take what I make and put it back over at CPRO, but when you have a really tiny account and you can only focus in on like 1 or 2 trades, it makes it really difficult. Now, if I'm trading with 25,000 and I teach trading like the series. Oh God, I missed OKLO. I teach going over and look this ticker. I got trading ADHD. We had the Euphoria, but again, we can wait 4 minutes for it to go kind of sideways and then take the short on this descending triangle here. OKLO, $73 ticker. What was I saying? So with the tiny account, you have to more so focus on individual trades rather than a trade by trade basis. That's what makes them hard. Oh, it doesn't apply to the flex eval? That would be amazing. If that's, dude, so Doug, you hear that? I have to look at that. That may not apply to the flex. That would be awesome if it did not, because that's what I want to do is short all this Euphoria. All right, dude, we're making money on OP. I'm going to buy I'm going to cancel all orders. I'm going to buy half the shares at 271. Apparently the ask has to hit that. Okay, I got filled on half the shares, so now I only have 125 here, dude. And on the $1 million account, crushing that right now. Up a decent chunk. So I'm going to take half off over there too. Dude, this is too nice. All right, took half off. Working 500 shares short. Fades. By the way, you can flip the buy and sell button in the settings. I know you're a short seller too, so you may want to do that. You see how my sell button's the first one here? You can do that in the settings. I can show you later if you want to. I want to get rid of the buy button. Just the cover. I need a cover button. That's it. Energy stocks have been going crazy. Dude, the RBNE, my God. That thing's at $6 now. That screwed me, dude. I'd be crushing this account had I not have sized in too heavy too early on that damn thing. RBNE's in like the $6 range now. Alright, I'm really working leftovers here. So let me just set a stop at stop price. We'll do like, I don't know. My average is 291. We'll do 291 stop right at my average price there. And same thing over here. Trading 2 accounts, dude. Kind of helps my trading ADHD. Let me do OCO on this. And like I said, you guys, I'm live here because I want to demonstrate it, but it's going to take me a little bit to get over, you know, to get used to some of this stuff. So apologies for that in advance. Stop's going to be, yeah, 287. Okay. I know, dude. They lost so much hype. Yeah, I gotta look at those rules fades. If you're right on the volatility, that's gonna be a miracle for me. That's gonna be such a miracle for me. All right, guys, we're up over 100 right now. I'm working leftovers on OP. Love seeing the triangles here, hitting it on the pops, taking profits as we move. Let's find something else to trade. By the way, a rule that I'm implementing, because I did this on Friday with RBNE on my account. I was like smacking it into oblivion. I opening this eval, I was so excited to be smacking some of these short because I've seen this RBNE happening so many times. You go from 20 to 6 that I oversized on RBNE. So here's a rule I'm gonna place on the account for myself, because I want to take this as serious as I can. On the short side, I'm only going to go single entry. I'm going to give them a lot more wiggle room, but I'm going to be heavier. I'm going to size in heavier on one entry, but I'm not going to... I really want to size in, but I think I'm just going to take my sized position on one entry and apply the risk immediately. Sizing in just gets me in trouble. It gets me in trouble way too much. I love the idea of it, but it just, for me, it doesn't work too well. Okay, the volatility rule is not a thing on the Flex account. Oh my God. Then this is perfect. Then this is perfect. We're going to crush this account, dude. We are going to crush this account. All right, SKYQ, this thing, 90 cents up to $1.80. Dude. Having the freedom to be in a ton of these trades at the one time without marrying the tickers, trading on a 25K account, this is something. This is things that excite me. SKYQ. Let's keep an eye on that one. Popped up, going sideways right now. OP kind of still pulling back and fading right now. SRM might be giving sloppy seconds. I don't know. SRM's kind of the hoe of the day, though, so we got to be careful with that. RB&E still selling off. All right, guys, I'm already up my kind of quota on the day, $100, but honestly, I think I'm moving the quota, man. I think we can even make 1,000 a day on this account. I know that probably sounds lofty, but we got to have lofty goals, right? All right, AIRO. This one may be bear flagging. It kind of snapped this IPO from yesterday or Friday, 38 down to 29 and curling back around a little bit. 38 down to 28. Yeah, I don't know if we can trade this yet. The IPOs are sometimes funny. It may not populate here. Yeah, I can't even trade it. OP in the 250s now. OP at 250. Oh my gosh, dude. This is amazing. You passed an email in 4 hours. This is awesome. Do they let you do that, though? I mean, like, I know they don't want home run trades, you know? Let's see how a market order does. 252 was right there. Where'd it fill me at? I want to see how market orders work on this thing. Dude, it got me in it out at 252. That was on the ask. Okay. I know they don't want home run trades. Like, they want a certain consistency across the board. This is a gorgeous looking chart. Man, I love it. OP being a good boy. Man, AIRO is kind of popping up in a bear flag, so that one's not too bad. 10 trades minimum, 750 max profit. Max profit? Is that per trade? 750 max profit? Is that per trade? SATS, 24 $5 stock. Yeah, Fades, you're nailing it. Nice work. SATS. Oh, it's sitting right at the 200-day SATS. It looks heavy against 25. Let me take a stab at SATS. Now that we're already at our quota on the day, though, I'm going to not go too crazy here. I'm going to start sizing a little. Like on this ticker, probably go like 50 shares on a $25 ticker. Okay, it filled me at 24.31 SATS. I'm going to put it closer, like up and over 25, the stop here. 25.33, and then the profit 23. Okay, there we go. I might move the profit down a little bit. Get green and stay green. Yeah, I like this SATS. It's kind of a hangover-ish play, so I'm going to take it. I'm going to stab at a lot, but I'm not going to marry anything. Stabbing it a lot, but not necessarily marrying anything. That's what I like about this account, right? I can take a lot of different positions, set the stop orders. And move on to the next one and not have to marry these things. Come on, man. I am gonna adjust some things. Let me see. Oh, this is nice. In your watch list, you can adjust. Let's do market. Oh, did I get filled? Yeah, I got filled, dude. At 240 on this account. All right, SATS. I'm gonna take a short over here on this account too. Where's OP at now? What? Oh ho ho ho! Oh my god. 198. Got my 240 fill. That thing dropped to 198. Oh my god. Idiot, Kevin. Unbelievable. Wow. This is why I teach leaving some leftovers, guys. This is why I teach leaving leftovers. I do as I say, not as I do, right? I mean, my hunch, my gut, guys, I trust my gut so much. And that can be a problem. I've talked about that being a problem. When you have the 10,000 plus hours of screen time, you know when a trade looks good, but at that kind of, you can marry it, you know? When you know this is a good looking chart. This is a head and shoulders pattern. It's slowing down. It's getting weak, yada yada. But I liked it, but I didn't want to marry it. The leftovers was an issue. I took that too early. So leave leftovers, guys. Do as I say, not as I do. Do as I say, not as I do. That chart looked great until that happened. Now my chart looks ugly. Oh, man. Okay, I got filled on this. Let me set those here. And I'm going to be giving things plenty of wiggle room too. So I'm still doing as I said with CPRO. I'm going to be, I mean, it's relative to the account size, guys. You know, I'm trading 500,000 shares on OP, but that's because I have now a $25,000 account. You know, at CPRO, I'd be more like a couple hundred on it. But it's relative to the account size. Guys, I saw a lot. I see a lot. Especially I was looking at people who blew up on like the RBNE. And really, it doesn't. I'd rather see charts than see people's P&Ls because everybody has, guys, people have grown accounts to $1 million and then blown up $1 million accounts. I mean, people do that kind of stuff more frequently than you probably realize, blowing up lots and lots of money. So everybody has the capability of doing that. Like I've said, you never make it, you're always making it. So you got to focus on not marrying individual tickers. SKYQ. The hot roll is still in effect. If you need to take profit, just don't close your whole position. Oh, so like Thank you, Fades. Out of the halt on OP, like that halted down. So you're saying out of the halt take, just if you were to take it all immediately, that's breaking the rule. You need a minute. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one for me to remember. All right, SKYQ is gearing up. We're up 80 cents to $1.80. It's, I mean, that one's not bad. I cannot believe I took all that, dude. This is trading, isn't it? You go from being happy 1 minute to being upset the next. Okay, yeah. SONM is curling up to a lot of pre-market resistance. I know this is probably one some of you guys worked. SONM. Let me take a look here. 240, some resistance. It's got a floor. Man, it's got like support down here at 165-ish now. SONM, I mean, it had a really nice looking descending triangle, SONM. Really nice descending triangle. So, I mean, we could take a short there, risking. I mean, the idea would be like 220 SONM. I'm thinking about it, guys, SONM. I am thinking about it. That one's juicing up. We'll lower the risk a little bit, SATS. Stair stepping up. SONM, I am thinking about it. $220 is kind of the risk guide. But you guys know, put your entries at your stops. I'm recalling myself saying this. So, let me think here. I'm going to go probably... I'm going to go 300. Man, I really like it at up and over $2. I just don't know if we're going to get there. See, that's the thing with sizing in. Then I'm like, well, let me start smaller and size up there. On the short side, I think for me, I got to go in one entry and widen the risk out. It's just my personality. I mean, I get reckless sizing in. Because I start sizing too early. It just never really works for me. SONM now in the 160s. All right. All right, you guys know what I'm looking at there. I'm still monitoring it. SKYQ getting heavy. SKYQ really heavy against $2. Look at all these lower shadows there. Quite a bit of volume still on that play. SRM heavy and pulling back. SRM could be done. Volume could be heading over to like the SKYQ. SRM might be a decent fade. I don't know. Let me monitor this. It kind of double topped up there, up and around $6. I know, sizing down just a tad. It's seriously so much peace of mind. OP opened up. It's at in the 220s now. Especially when you're already green on the day, you know? Like you're already at quota. Why start risking it? Because you guys have heard me say this. The worst thing is when you go from green to red. It is the worst. I remember, Doug, you you messaged me. What was it, Doug? Friday? You were like, I went red to green to red to green to small red to big red to big to small green. I mean, it's just that's not too fun. I'd rather just you should either be small green, big green, or small red. Big red shouldn't be a part of it, but I don't want to go like green to red. That's the worst. I'd rather just start. I'd rather. Phage, is there a way to turn these blue candlesticks green? I'm going to lower the risk quite a bit here on SATS. It's just the blue lines and the blue candles are kind of messing with my vision here a little bit. All right, SATS, I'm sizing down a little bit on it. SONM, I'm still thinking about. Dink Bink, yeah, I really like the idea of sizing in. It's just it gets me more in trouble than it helps through my own personal journaling. I don't know. I just get kind of reckless with it. I just get kind of reckless with it. But that's a personal flaw. So SONM, let me extend that to the right. Yeah, $2. Like again, if I want 1,000 share position on SONM, I could do like what you're saying, Dink Bink, and it makes sense. Go 250, and then go like 500. You know, size into it all the way up to like your stop, your risk guide. I definitely get it. I don't know. I just RBNE. I sized RBNE too quickly. Sometimes I want them to work out too quick. I'm not patient enough. So RBNE, like this thing, I had a 15 entry and I sized up through 20, and then got liquidated at the top. I just am not patient enough with my ads. There are just a few things I need to work on, Dink Bink, in regards to that. SRM still fading. This SATS ain't working out for me. SKYQ, man, what a fader. $1.40 right now. And OP back up into the 40s. I mean, OP, I could work it again. If this thing spikes up to 270, could give an entry. This is such a good way to learn there, Doug. I mean, I wish I would have started with I love CPRO, but if there's some things we got to work on. Okay, SONM, here we go. I think this is such a good way to minimize the risk for traders and to learn a lot of good techniques in trading, but also be able to get paid for it if you're growing these accounts, you know. All right, SONM, I'm starting a position 195. I win 1,000 shares here. That's not protecting my profits. What am I doing? think here? Try to I took some off to just reduce the risk here. I didn't really want to be in 1,000. I'm in 500 now, 195. 220 is kind of that area I'm looking at. I'm going to go ahead and 195. That's kind of quite a bit of risk still, too, with 500. All right, we're getting a decent pullback on SONM. Want it back down into like 180. Let me set the OCO. I really don't want it back up to 220. That's going to be the stop. You guys know, 221. And then take profit like... There we go. You're not sure how to adjust that? Yeah, I don't like the blue. Taking the trade on the challenge account as well. And then setting the OCO there. Okay, cool. So I'm in it right now. Let's see, price. I'm in at 195 short. Sitting at 187 right now. I know, Fades. Like that, I need more. I don't know. I see some of the best traders doing it. Dink Bink. Like, I know it's generally not a bad thing to be sizing into your position. Like, start it smaller and size in. I just don't have the... I'm a little too reckless right now, I think. I don't know. I need a little bit more discipline in that regard for sizing in. I just got to be honest with myself. That's where I'm at. I just get a little... I start them and then I add... If I look back at the trades where I've messed up a lot, I start sizing in too early. Like I want to be like Baron, where I can start my feeler position and then go take a freaking shower. But my twitchy trading self can't do that. Emmanuel, this is awesome. I'm in like trader paradise right now. I'm so excited for you guys. If like this challenge account that I'm trading on the side, I'm gonna try to give you guys some accounts if they'll let me. If I win some, I'm gonna try to give you guys some accounts. But this is so cool, man. And apparently, you know, we do well enough, we can get paid. It takes a lot of the emotions out of it. I mean, I'm already up a couple hundred on the day, and if you get 70% once you get funded and you start making money, Fades, right? Every 14 days you can withdraw, what, 70%? So we're going to be making some money in here, man. This is what I needed. I needed a 25,000 account because you guys know me. I have trader ADHD. I like to work a lot of trades at one time. And when you have $1,000 account, it's really hard to do that. You're getting eaten by fees and you're tunneled in on one trade, you know? I love this because I can be in the position, set my stop orders, and start looking for the next trade, and I'm not worried about buying power issues. and I can short anything. I don't have to like locate this, locate that. This is I'm telling you guys, this is awesome. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about it. If there are any questions you have, because I'm gonna be emailing them and figuring a lot out with their platform to help out the team, help out the green team. So let me know. But it's a step in the right direction, I think, because we can minimal risk, grow our accounts, make money, then open up shop at multiple brokers. Right? We'll have our C Pro, we'll have our trade the pool, and then we can work on franchising our trading business, which is what we should treat it as. SONM, don't like that. Popping up and over to. But it's starting to form a little upper shadow there. Let me see what she's going to do. Put a 221 stop. Let me see what she's going to do here. I got the 221 stop. I don't know. I want to keep the loser small today. I'm going to reduce it down to like 213. I just want to keep it tight. Dude, fades. I can't even talk about RBNE, dude. I would be killing it. I would be killing it. I had a big share size. Talking about scaling into something with this account, dude, I was smacking RBNE, but I got in too early, too quick. But yeah, I'd be killing that. All right, SONM back under 2. Back under 2 SONM. See what she's going to do. Yeah. See, Doug is already manifesting me getting funded. I love it. I love it. Yeah, we're going to get funded in here. We are. I'm going to manifest it. Remember, I've spoken on that before, guys. What you picturize, you actualize. So everybody has trading struggles, but guys, face the struggles with optimism. Face it with optimism. That's what the green team's about. And manifest profits. What you picturize in your brain works towards work. Yeah, your brain will work towards. There's been plenty of psychologists that have spoken on that. Like your brain actually thinks you. It just works towards like what you focus on. All right. Y'all don't probably want a psychology lesson right now. You want to find a trade. So let's find one. But we can go over some psychology. All right, SONM. It's just kind of on this trend line. I think I'm going to take it off. Yeah, I just got out of it. Okay, so down 90 there, 7 there. So giving back some profits. I'm going to stick to the 2-trade policy too per ticker. I don't want to stick around too long on something if it's not working. I mean, the 220-ish some risk is probably the right idea there. It's probably the right idea. Yeah, there it goes down to 1. See, here we go. Here we go with me not giving them enough room. I gotta get out of Sats too. Sats is stair stepping. Dang it. Let me see Sats. I already did. I got liquidated there too. Alright, I mean, we're up, but not much. We're up, but not much. It's the name of the game. DWSN, I saw that one, dude. Paper short at 12.53. Oh, good work. You sized into it. You sized into a winner right there. Man, that was excellent, Doug. Excellent work. Yeah, that was a beauty. Good job. Sized into the winner. That's uncomfortable to do, but when it works well. All right, what do we got, guys? Looking for the next one. Flipping through some of the gainers. Quality setup. Yeah, I can definitely be over trading for sure. Yeah, the screamer this morning was OP. That one was the screamer. Baron, I've referenced you this morning. I have referenced you. Yeah, doing a couple things this morning. Green right now. Here's the P&L. Taking a loss on SONM, SATS, but we killed OP. OP, it took about 150 on that one. $160, but then lost about 120 elsewhere. Yeah. Yeah, we got to focus on not the over trading here. How's your morning going, Baron? SONM. SONM getting top heavy right there. 213.14. Still kind of like SONM, but see, there's an example of like, you know, could hit it for more and working on that pullback. Yeah, good work on that, Doug. That DWSN. All right, what are we thinking? SONM is top heavy. I see the upper shadows at 212. It's pulling back to VWAP. It's kind of had a lot of the green volume already in on it. You short DWSM and everything? Oh, you both did. And how did that turn out, Baron? Did you short it at a good spot? I love that Doug is getting into the shorting too. Shorting into that euphoria. It's excellent, excellent. Damn it, dude. I got out of this SONM too early. I adjusted the risk. Some of the flaws I had over at CPRO, I'm bringing over here. Mr. Bob in the building. Bob looking green right now. OP was amazing. OP, $3, head and shoulders pattern. Head and shoulders here was great, Bob. This is what I was looking at morning. Neckline, 305. It tapped that morning spike and faded all the way down to 213 right now. So that has been the trade this morning so far. That's been really good. Right now, I'm kind of looking, Bob, at SONM. I did take a stop on it at 213. I adjusted my damn risk off at 220. But it's tapping VWAP and may try to pop here. This one had a descending triangle crack, and that's this red line I got right here around 2. Oh my god. You took the max loss on it. And your max loss didn't even execute? So you ended up taking more than max loss on this thing, and now looking at it at $3, dude. Oh my god, you're probably so pissed off. Dang it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Baron. That's I mean, looking across the board in pre-market, Baron, like, they all did this. So I definitely understand, like, you wanting to jump into this, but sometimes they just go from $1.37 to $15.45 before it starts giving it all back. Sometimes they just go indefinitely, squeezing and squeezing. Yeah, Bob, the RBNE that's in the 5s now, just unreal. SONM is slowing down, guys, on VWAP, and I'm getting a little irritated that I stopped out at 213. I'm trying not to go tilt mode, but yeah, that green candlestick right up there, not pretty. That's not good. SONM looks good though. Well, you're green 250 on the day. You manage risk really well, Baron. You do a very good job of that. And I was referencing you earlier because I was talking about you size in so well. Because I sized in on Friday, Baron, to RBNE, and took a max loss up and over $20. I had a 1750 average on this thing, so it's at 599 right now. So you can imagine my irritation. When I know, looking back, if I just get in and go take a shower like you do, get in with like a smaller position and give it a ton of wiggle room, it's going to work out. It's going to work out by end of day. I just got to deal with the fluctuations in between. SONM looking weak, but I don't want to short it down 20 cents off the highs. Man, I want to chase this thing so bad. SONM. I'm going to wait for it, see if it pops for me. You got locked down on Friday. You did the exact same thing, dude. Dude, I was so mad. RBNE. Because you know this is going back down to 593, right? But when you trade with such certainty, like I was talking about that earlier, how the more experience you get, sometimes the harder it can get on you because you pretty much know where this thing's gonna go, but you can't trade like that because sometimes they'll squeeze you further than you expect, right? So you have got to manage the risk well, even though you know where it's going to go in today or by tomorrow or the next day, you know? Damn it, I'm tilted on SONM. Why can't I? So, Barrett, how do I get through the size and in issue I have? I would love to size into these, but I don't trust myself to do it because of the RB&E, top get. I size in too quickly, Barrett. That's my problem with it. I size in too quickly. The single entries I'm trying to stick with, but I don't like it because you have to have really good entries, like perfect entries. I don't know. Like on this SONM right here, the idea for me would be right now, get in 250, and then if it pops up to 2, get in another 250. Like plan for 1,000 share position. Because this is brutal right now. I cannot believe I took that at 213. Yeah, I got a plan. I don't know. I just need to have a very strict plan and know exactly what I'm risking. Which on this account, by the way, I'm going to be doing about $100 risk per trade max. So I just have to trade with confidence that I'm going to stop out and set the OCOs for that $100 risk per trade. Yeah, no matter how much of a scam it is, respect price action. Yeah, respecting the price action. That's so true. It is so true. Mistake you made on DWSN was didn't go long when your gut was telling you to. The momentum was there. Don't hold a baby while trading. Oh no. This baby is going to grow up. They're going to go back and watch your... go back and look at what you were saying in the stream, blaming them all the time. You're going to be like, Daddy, it wasn't my fault. You enter with 50 instead of 5. My short locate was 100. I should have done 5, 5, 10, 10, 20, 20. Yeah, dude, you size well. See, it's brilliant. All right, we're going to practice right here. SONM, I like it, but all right. We're going to practice. I'm going to go in. $250 at 184, and I'm planning for just one more hit. 500 shares total with a max risk of $100 on this trade. All right. So on TTP here, you can see under my P&L, I wish this was like at the top. I don't know how to adjust it. I don't know if you can. The P&L, if you guys want to tune along, is right under the market depth. 184 entry. I'm chasing this, which is not great. But the risk guide is pretty much at the highs it just put in. Yeah, guys, I mean, seriously, in here, put down, I want the chat you guys to be saying, like, the stocks that you're trading in your entries and exits. So for accountability's sake, it helps out. like doing the live streams does help me out because I mean I can't get too reckless on stream here. Gotta trade discipline. So for your sake too, throw down your entries and exits in chat when you're getting in and kind of give out your plan. But how a lot of traders think, I mean, how a lot of like pros think is the higher the better. Like you got to get into that mental space where, okay, I'm starting it with a feeler. I'm okay red here if I'm going to size into it because I want it higher. I do want this thing higher. 253 is the 200-day moving average. So this thing back up there. I mean, it hit it in pre-market 250s. So back up to 250 is really good on this. So you just got to be patient. Like I'm in it right now. Bad average, but, up towards 250s. Not bad on this thing. Got smacked pretty hard there, back up and over $2. I don't necessarily want to hit it just yet. I want to see if we're going to get up to like 230.40. So again, going to try to practice some patience here. My average, I mean, now that I can see these triangles on the chart, it's so ugly, my entry. At least I can see that now. I'm like face to face with how ugly my trades are. If I take an entry too early, for example. Like, look over here on for those that hadn't been in here in a while, I'm working 2 accounts. There's like this challenge, $1 million challenge account that they started where everyone's trading one account together and they're going to give out evaluations based on the winners who can, I guess, do the best over the next couple days. I'm going to try to give some of those away if I win any. SONM, I had a 500 share position over here and kept my 221 risk, and I'm break even on this. You don't focus so much on every individual candlestick, and that's what I do too much of. I'm trying to break that habit where I may need to go to like a bigger time frame. Like, let's go to the 5-minute time frame. 5 minute. I mean, look at the 5 minute here. It reduces a lot of the noise, and we're actually seeing. So we're reducing noise on it, but we're seeing this upper shadow on the 5 minute up against like the 213 area. But again, I just need to give it time. Give it time. All right, while that's playing around, I'm going to try to find something else. SRM is slowly curling around. You got CREG, penny pump. All right. Looks low floatish. How low are we? 18 million. The bank over there laughing at me. All right, we got We got about $1.35 up to $2 range is going to be some resistance on CREG. Are we halted up? Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you'll just watch and see, I guess. I mean, I like the Flex account where I don't have to worry so much about. Guys, I think I'm going to hit this again. The volatility rule was what I was most scared about. But if that doesn't apply, dude, I'm pretty excited. Energy stock, Doug saying. Good alert there. Bear that in mind when trading it. I'm just going to set a stop here on SONM so I don't have to think too hard on it right now. I'm going to look for something else. SONM, I would love in the at 250. That's the 200-day moving average. But if it doesn't get there, so be it. I'm going to set the stop on it, though. Oh, position balance. Okay, I can unlink that, right? Positions balance. None. This, I mean, I feel like I do trade fairly similar to how I would be otherwise. I mean, I take it fairly serious. I just get a little bit more size on some of these. SRM is curling all the way around, guys. SRM. Bear that one in mind. And CREG's halted up, so we got to wait a minute on that, right? And then SRM all the way back up to 650 70s. Wow. Yeah, DWS in so much potential. Man, we got to leave leftovers. And look at the sloppy seconds on SKYQ. Sloppy seconds, 188, all the way down into the 120s. My God. All right, so right now, guys, I mean, I'm in SONM for the slow fade if we get it. I only have that feeler on it, though. And then OP's just popping up a little bit. SRM, dude. Is this a trade right here? This thing is all the way back up to 650. 650. Is she turning into a trade here? It's kind of double top in SRM. I'm going to add it. The 5-minute chart looks like a good long on this thing. It made a higher low down here in the 430s. SRM crypto and low float. Be careful. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, the 5-minute doesn't look terrible for a long. I mean, you guys know I'm not going to long this thing. It's up $1.45 to $6. I'm not sure if I want to short here. I might short it into like a break over the highs up towards 7. if we get that SRM. Something I'm considering. SONM lower right now. Do I have 500 shares on this? I thought I only had 250. Did I hit it again? Oh, I think I may have thought I was placing a stop, and yeah, I think I thought I was placing a stop and actually got in more shares. That's probably what happened. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. I don't know if I want to be in this with 500 right here. Still like 220 as the risk guide, and then 253. It's a really good risk on it, but that's I'm in a little heavy, dude. I'm in a little heavy for that. Put a 221 stop on it. Not in love with it. That's giving it quite a bit of risk. All right. CREG kind of hit that magic 20 cent area. Magic 20 area. Coming back down a little bit. SRM trying to hold 550 now. And CREG 120 magic area. All right, let me see if we're missing anything here. SONM, SRM. SONM back down to my average. It would be nice to have an OP dump there. A dump like we had on OP. RGC halted down, low volume. Oh my god, that thing, dude, went up to 950. Hang on, what did it do? Did it do some kind of a split? Yeah, 38 for one forward split. I was like, why are we down like this? Did a forward split. Craig under $1. I should have hit that one. Craig under $1. SRM trying to curl back up to 6. It's in like a little bit of an inverse head and shoulder-ish kind of pattern here, SRM. I said I'd smack it on a break of the highs, so I am considering that. SRM, I am considering that. How are market orders, Fades? Do you ever use the market orders on here? I'm kind of scared to with a ticker. Like I'd like to on the Euphoria with a spike up, but I'm not so confident in it. Did I just get filled? I put an order out SRM for a 50 shares at 570. $100 risk total here per trade, so I'm gonna see if this one can spike up for me, but right now it's pulling back. Another 550s. $540s. I'm going to hit it with some more. So now I have 75 total. I'm going to hit it with some more on that pullback. Looks kind of weak. Okay, so it does that fairly well though. So my average is 562 now, not the best. Place a stop at 672. About the $100 risk right there. And then SONM, I don't know. I might be getting out of this one, guys. SONM, I just need it to crack. I mean, it looks like it's in a little descending triangle slowing down, but not quite getting there yet. And then SRM looks like it wants to squeeze up. Starting to go sideways a little bit. SRM testing up and over 6 now. Let me see. It's gonna smack it again. See if we get that like $7 push on it. I like these for fake out breakouts. You guys are aware of that. They look good on the long side, but they kind of trap them, you know? That's usually my thought on a lot of these, especially with everything selling off like it has been today. People buy the breakout, and then it turns into a trap. We will see. Up towards like 650 to 7, I'm going to smack it again. Yeah, coffee can do that to you. Recognizing all the things, Bob. Quit smoking, quit drinking coffee. Next, you're not going to be drinking nothing. Be like, I've noticed when I drink water, I'm a little too hydrated for trading. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I could see that with coffee. Alright, SRM. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Give this one $100 risk. Down 25 on it right now. 75 shares total, 562. I'm going to hit it again up towards like 650 if we get up there. Otherwise, I'm working SONM for a fade if we can get that. You gotta be patient with the ad here. What are we doing, SRM? Craig's giving sloppy seconds. Still about 94 cents right now. SONM slowing down. Hopefully kind of a descending triangle on crack. Start heading to 150s. That's the hope and prayer there. SRM having a decent pullback right here when it was up near its highs. We'll see what that one's going to do. Haven't scaled in there yet. What's my average? 562. My average is not great. I didn't hit it up there yet. I was looking for a little bit more of a pop. Gotta just be patient with some of these. I'm gonna flip around while this is going on. DFDV spiking up. I don't see a lot going on out there. BNZI, a little bit of a pump. Craig, halt down. Oh, man, yeah, there you go. Good call. You called that, man. You called that, Fades. 113 sloppy seconds straight down off of that. God, that was beautiful. Good play. All right, here's what I'm looking at. Here's what I'm looking at with SONM. You see this, guys? Descending triangle. It's got a lot of overhead resistance. Lower highs it's making. It's like a ball that just slowly just dribbles out. SONM's doing that with the base support at 180. So I'm looking for that to crack and for it to head back down to like 160s. SRM back up and over 6. SRM feels like it's just collecting bags. Feels like it's just collecting bags. Did we look at the short interest on this, though? Just 3%. All right. SONM at a critical area, guys, at the bottom of this descending triangle. I needed to snap right here and start heading to 160. Are you working an eval, Kayvon? I think CF just went red on the day. Okay, SONM, I need you to stay heavy. Stay heavy right there. Crack under 180. And SRM is kind of failing right now. That's good. Up a small amount of just $100,000. $100,000 holla. All right. So 2 I'm working SRM, SONM. SONM I'm probably going to take off if it's not going to snap under this descending triangle. I'll probably take it off back up to like $2. That would invalidate it for me. I wouldn't really like it too much at that point. SRM in the 550s now, so that's good. And SONM. Yeah, I'm going to reduce the risk on this. I'm going to bring it down to like 198. See if we can snap under 180. We could get a nice OP drop on it, man. That would be helpful. SRM pulling it in a little bit. Double topped up there in the 6 range and hasn't been able to break through that yet. Perfect fall. What's going on, man? Yeah, SRM. I like it. Just sizing a little small on this one. I only have 75 shares, but I don't like my average. I wish my average was a little closer to the high, 620-ish. But I'm gonna hit it one more time if we get up to the 650s fall. All right, SONM. Oh, SONM cracked that descending triangle, guys. Just cracked to 170. You see that? Guys, we go over this. This is what we go over in here. Descending triangle. It's like a bouncy ball. Just dribbles out. Lower high, squeezing tighter to this base support 180. And then at then we're in the 170s now. Hell yeah. 160s. Need it to stay heavy against 180, please. All right, I'm going to take half off at 172 just to get some greenback going, guys. Get some greenback going. I'm going to set an adjusted stop on the rest. I do not want to OP this. Earlier, I took OP off literally right before it hauled it down. So dumb. I'm going to stop out of this, back up at like, I don't want to back up over that descending triangle crack. 185 is going to be the adjusted stop on leftovers. I'm going to buy him back up there at 185. I'm going to give it time to work. Please work. And then SRM, still kind of chopping around. Patience for a good setup paid, yeah. We just got to be patient for those good setups. I'll be honest, when I went over here to this prop firm, dude, I was ready to, like, cause mayhem. I was hitting a lot. Probably too much. But we got to narrow in our focus, trade realistically, and trade just the best setups, because otherwise you're going to overtrade. You still have fees on here, like you see down here, guys, like there's like a $2 fee. I mean, it's not fees. You're paying for the fees based on your 25,000 eval, but still. Are we getting that? We just got to trade realistically. SRM up in the 620s now. All right. Let me get some other shares ready here. $550's been holding up. It's pretty good support. This is one of those plays that's just real choppy. You know, you gotta widen out the risk on it. That's the nature of the SRMs. You gotta widen out the risk. Look at that Craig fades. Good short on Craig on the sloppy seconds push. SKYQ gave us such a good sloppy second push as well. Up to 180s and all the way down to 98 cents. I'm up 373 on the today's gross 415 over on the million account. I need to do the same over here on the other account. It's when I focus in too much, size in too heavy. SO&M earlier messed me up. Got in a little too heavy too early instead of being patient with it. And then this SRM, let's see what she's going to do. Still sitting up here at $6. She's trying. She has not given up yet. I want to smack that one again up towards 650 plus. But 550's holding up really well as support on it. Yeah, here's the 550 support on it. That was a pretty hard reject, SRM. That was a pretty tough $6 reject. I'm going to see what it's going to do off of that. Which one perfect fall are you looking at, SRM? Yeah, it looked like she was about to drop. She's getting bought back up a little bit. The elevator down here will be very, very nice if we get it. If and when we get it. I mean, we normally get them. Think RBNE. We normally get them. It's just a matter of patience and sizing correctly and risk management. You know, there's a lot to it. Not just identifying a good setup. You gotta play it correctly. But this is where all the longs are too. The too heavy, too early, the downfall for the shorts. Yeah, because you get convicted. I certainly get convicted and start sizing it too heavy, too early, rather than just being patient. Even though my average doesn't look great right now at 562, like all it takes is a small little elevator down, and it's right there. You know, small little elevator down. You just gotta work the trade. We'll see this thing up at 650 to 7. I know perfect fall. This is where This is overcrowded. This name's overcrowded, so they become not so fun. King of the day. Yeah, it is king of the day. Overcrowded here. I want to give it that pop still. That's what I'm looking at. Like 650 to 7, hit it again up there, and then I'm not going to give it much room over that. But you guys know, as long as you size these correctly, we know where they go in today. You gotta set the stop still, but you guys know what it is. Once the longs take their long lunch break, she'll wind on down. I've had rules before on the account where I'm like, I'm just avoiding the leading gapper because if it's the leading gapper and it's going to be choppy and it's just hard to get good trades on because the predictable setups aren't necessarily there because of the overcrowded nature of them. SONM, good girl. Good. Craig was a good one for you, Fades. That one, pretty good. Trying to flip around and find anything else, but I'm not seeing it. SONM still kicking back there, and then SRM. I'm flipping through to see if there's anything else really, but I'm not seeing much. What are you guys working right now? Came on that CF was good. Pop and fade there. Yeah, fades. No FOMO to catch the top. Yeah, that's something I'm working on too. Yeah, that's a big one for me. I like to catch the top. If I'm not close to the top, it bothers me. But it's okay. You're still up 300% on a ticker, and you have you're up. Like for instance, let me take a look. SRM. I'm not happy necessarily with my 65 average, but it closed at $1.45. The high 670. I'm okay. Chill out, Kevin. Don't size it too heavy too quickly. Yeah, I'm happy with the green trade so far. OP the best one, but down here that SONM lost. I gave it about the $100 risk, so I'm happy about that. But it was a sizing issue here. Sizing. Got to start them. Start them a little smaller. Start them a little smaller. I'll try to get back into that sizing, and if I'm planning for 500 shares, just go smaller. Go 250. If you're planning for 1,000 shares, go 250. Start smaller, and then work the position. And please maintain the risk. The $100 per trade is what I'm going for on this account. $100 per trade risk. I think that's realistic. And I think just like on this other account, I'm up 400 and some on the day. Like, I think that's realistic. And then once we're funded and make 70% of that per day, we're going to be making some money. But patience pays. I spell it with a P-A-Y because patience pays. Don't be so eager to, especially on the short side. Like longs buy up here. Dude, if I was a long and I bought this thing up here at 580, I would be so terrified because I've seen the elevator down so often, especially when the ticker's up $1 something to $6. I'd be like, my finger would be on the trigger. I'd be so scared being a long in something like this. Because who knows, the company will be like, this is a good time to come out with an offering. I've seen that midday. Company comes out with an offering, the thing shoots back down to $1.50. But it is slowing down. SRM is slowing down. I don't want to jinx anything. It is slowing down a little bit though. Looking at the volume chart. But that doesn't mean a chat room out there isn't going to be like, perfect time to buy. You know how they operate. SONM leftovers working great here, guys. Man, the head and shoulders on OP and the descending triangle on SONM. Picture perfect setups today. Absolutely picture perfect. I'm extremely excited about those two trades. And I hope some of you guys caught those. They were gorgy. Now, as far as will leftovers work on it, I don't know. You take the predictable piece off, and you let the leftovers work in reference to like OP. The leftovers there would have been great. SRM, are we going to get the elevator down? What are we doing here? Back down to my average. What are we doing? How's the green team doing, though? You guys good? Baron, you work your way back to the profits? Yeah, I said I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like we're losing a little steam. But 550 is a support area on it, SRM, that we need to crack pretty decisively. So when we come down here, kind of like the SONM descending triangle crack, we want to crack 550 pretty good here on SRM. So let's see what we're going to do. We're pulling down towards that area right now. I may reduce the risk on this if it's not going to crack. I don't want to sit in this thing. If she's not going to crack this, I don't want to. Pretty much at this point, I really don't want to back up to the highs. That would be a terrible look on this thing. After it's kind of losing volume, it's tested that area like 10 times here. So with that being said, I am going to put a stop on it. Let's do back up to like 620 stop. Yeah, I'll do a 620 stop. I probably should get a little heavier here. Oh no, perfect fall. I do that all the time too. Like, guys, why don't we ever leave leftovers on the ones that work out well? Why don't we do it? I didn't do it here with OP either. I mean, I'm looking back, kicking myself. Took it all 240. This thing's at $2 right now. It's like, dude, idiot. Why do I do that? Why the heck do I do that? It's so annoying. Yeah, leftovers, just leaving 25% or so to work can pay massively. All right, SRM bouncing again. Here we go. I'm gonna be done with this one. Back up to 620. I'm just gonna keep that stop there. It's just tested that area so many times. I don't want to overstay my welcome if she's gonna not profit take anytime soon. And it's turning into a really annoying name here. That's oftentimes how these leading gappers can be, though. They just bounce around a ton. All right, I'm going to catch up. Bob Long, TMDE. All right. That was your first trade of the day. TMDE, making some green. Ooh. We may have a short on our hands here. It's an energy play. I don't know. I'll see it higher, see if we get anything on it. But good trade there, Bob. Nice work. Long did at, what, 210? 210 here, and then took it at 245. I love how you're taking... You were patient in that as it was stair-stepping. Great job with the patience. Bob's been leveling up. He's been doing well. Just control the losers. That's where we all have pretty decent strategies, but we can all get reckless, right? We gotta control the losers. Either it be small red, small green, or big green, but no big red. Not the gum. I used to chew that forever ago. That big red. It's so strange how I can even like taste it right now thinking about it, but it's probably been 15 years since I had one of those things. All right. Yeah, perfect fall. Just leave leftovers, man. I mean, try to like a little piece. Got to step away with the fam fades. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Good work today. Know you're doing pretty good in the green. SONM, I'm working that with you on the fade. SRM, I'm just stopping out at 621. If that thing pops up there, I'm not gonna keep messing with it. I don't want to get over biased here on it. Leading gapper of the day, she's gonna be doing all sorts of crazy stuff, crazy stunts. It keeps shooting down, like it'll shoot down 20 cents and then just start popping right back up. Yeah, fades to go big red, and then I know we definitely have the capability. It's just controlling the big red. Oh no, Bob, I have to hold down buttons because press OK on something now. Computer keys are messed up. Oh boy. Can you reconfigure some of the keys? Like change some of the keystrokes on some of them? CREG's coming back around, guys. Let me take a look at CREG. Yeah, CREG all the way back up to the highs. What in the world? Sloppy thirds here, fades. Sloppy thirds. I like it up into the 130s. Looking at the past chart history, 130s to 40s. So, yeah, I'll monitor it, but I don't. We'll see what it does. Ugly looking pattern. Did the old Google. Figured it out. Good work. And it's always the ones perfect fall that I'm like patient with that leftovers don't work. They don't OP or they don't do the that DWSN. It's always the left. It's always the ones I hold on to, like a partial. That those don't work at all. I just got filled on SRM. Took an L there. She's higher right now, so $50 L there. Oh, look at that squeeze. Look at that squeeze. I'm gonna hit it one more time up here. All right, 705. I'm going to start it. 705. Just going in small, 50 shares. I plan on hitting it again up towards 8 if it keeps squeezing further. SRM, I'm going to start it at 7 and hit it again up at 8. Should be profit taking going on this squeeze pop right here. But if we keep going up towards 8, I'm going to smack her again. Alright, I'm in the 708. I hit it again on that 750 pullback. That looked pretty heavy. That 750 pullback. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the stop in this. That. Average. Let's do the OCO. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's see if SRM's going to hold up right here. 7. I'd like it to profit take at least back down under 6, but so far not even happening. A lot of market orders going through. A lot of people buying this thing up here. We just need patience. Patience. SONM still selling off. That one's working fine. Got $100 risk on this one. Last trade and it's blacklisted. I don't want to size it too much right now if it's going to pop up and over 8. $100 risk here. Okay, I got 150 at 7:30. All right, here we go. He squeezed up to 8:30 so far. See what she's going to do here. I'm putting the stop on it. Stops are going to be $8.50. Elevator down, anybody? Or are we just taking the elevator up towards $10? Big upper wick there to 840. If we do get a sell-off elevator down, it's going to be at least be a fun ride down. I mean, it would scare longs away from jumping in this at the top. Right now, when you get this price action with the ticker, the tape and everything just flickering around, it's market orders generated going through this thing. We had a big upper wick there at 850. I'm wondering if that's like the high day number. I'm not really giving it up and over that. That's going to be the top for me. See if she starts pulling it on in a little bit here. Average is 730. SRM. Yeah, maybe they're just squeezing it up, Bob. Average is kind of... I mean, I'm 30 cents off from it right now. 850 up at that upper wick's going to be the stop. I mean, it looked like that liquidated a bunch of people, which when that does that like that, that's usually like, you know, a top once you have a huge upper wick like that, but we'll see. I mean, that's going to be my stop. I don't really want it back up and over 850. But yeah, this thing, so far, longs are getting rewarded for just jumping into this thing. Buy high and hold higher and hope. VWAP all the way down at 550. I know, dude. I like it. It's hard to be patient. Hard for me to have patience. Back up to 850 would be so annoying on this thing. This is what we're getting with the leading gappers, though, guys. This is why I've been... Look at this thing all the way back up to the highs. 850. Near them, at least. This is why I've been just saying I'm avoiding the leading gappers, and I don't do it because of this. Yeah, 850. I'm out of it. Youch. Youch. She's calling my name, but I gotta just watch her at this point in time. Can't give too much back on it. Can't give but so much. Still do probably think my stops are a little tight. I mean, you gotta put them outside the normal range because it's gonna flop around a lot. Really, this is a ticker just like RBNE last week, where you should probably take like 50 shares and give it like 3 points of wiggle room. Up here. When it's up here like this. $870s now. How much wiggle room you giving at perfect fall? This is just the wild, wild west over here. God, I want to hit it again. Just can't do it. Can't do it. This is absolutely pure nuts. Oh, this is so ridiculous. I'm gonna go 100 and give it a ton of wiggle room. You got it. This thing is, it's gotta have wiggle room, man. A lot of it. This thing is squeezing and squeezing and squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. Stop 11. Yeah, what longs, dude, are buying this thing up here? What longs? I mean, you learn the wrong lessons. You learn the wrong lessons. You buy something from $1 to $10 in the matter of 24 hours, and I don't know. The holding and hoping strategy only works for so long. Yeah, when we get the elevator down, perfect fall, if and when. If and when. I'm going to take the rest of SONM. Took the rest of SONM off. Yeah, man, it's like they're squeezing people hard, man. They're squeezing people hard. It's brutal, man. It's absolutely brutal what they're doing. What they're doing to the little guys out there. You get this manipulated price action that's just awful, 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 awful. And it's usually the leading gapper, right? See when they're done squeezing them out. We'll find out when they're done squeezing them. I reckon. Is the squeeze over yet? Or are we continuing higher? It's just aggravating because, you know, like, people who are, I don't know, they just messing with you got to give them so much range is the problem. So much range. Because you know what's going to happen when you look back at RBNE. This thing squeezed all day from a few dollars to 20 and all the way back down. I mean, you know what happens. It's just a matter of how much are they going to squeeze people out? How far are they going to squeeze people out? Is this thing going to 20? Are we going to start seeing some profit taken, you know? All I know is if and when we get the elevator down, man, I gotta work leftovers because thinking about RBNE, this thing just give a lot back. I mean, looking at the chart, I'm not too dissatisfied here. I've stopped out fairly well, both of those. But when we get something working, we got to really maximize it on the green side. Can't be taking max loss trades and then not taking max winners. Baron, you in here shorting this thing, going and taking a shower? Whew. It's that summer trading, huh? That SATS that I shorted earlier, man, it's all the way back down. Looks like she's going red. In some profits there. I may hit that again on my account because I love the 200 here on Sats. It crossed over. I did stop out on the account, but it's all the way back down. It's red on the day. It looks like the upper shadow is going to form against the 200 day. It's a slower play. No. Completely wiped you out, Baron, this thing? Are you recoverable? Is it like the trade from pre-market where you're recoverable, or this thing took you to hell and back? We've been seeing a lot of these hell and back tickers. Dang, man. Sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. Sucks. You've been killing it, Baron. You've been doing so well. It's just like we went over earlier. These trades that are just like this, where you get the big players coming in to squeeze everybody out. It's like we gotta manage the risk on these things. It's tough because you see what happened with RB&E. You're near your max loss though again. I mean, there's no profit taking on this thing, and it's at a 3% short interest. There's nothing on it. Just longs handing each other their shares. Just hit 1020 now, SRM. So it gravitated towards 10, 1020. Is 1020 the magic number there? Finally crossed 10. Is 1020 going to be the magic number? I think Baron's at Ocean. The 20 cent area, you guys know it's already hit 10, 20 cent being a magic number. I think high, but we'll see. Don't trade what you think, trade the risk, but 1020 looks high a day to me. Right now, it's just still buying up on every pullback, but yeah, Bob, you were saying the 2 minutes good. It just, yeah, I think so too. Just wherever you can eliminate noise. 5 minutes not bad either. Just a time frame where you eliminate some of the noise. It gets rid of like emotions a little bit. You can see it a little clearer. You can see the trend forming a little clearer on it. All right, let me see. Okay, SRM, I'm going to kick back with these shares a little bit. Shorting requires patience. But I got to So let me see if anything else is going on right now. Ticker wise. But like Fade says, we gotta work on, especially me, just not wanting to always hit the top. Like, give them wiggle room, size down a little bit, and be okay if it's. I mean, when you're shorting as a contrarian trader, we're gonna be red on the other end of it. LSE is back up to VWAP. That's LSE, not LSD, LSE, and I don't know what I mean. SRM is. Anything else? CREG. CREG's kind of trying to curl back around. It's on VWAP. But yeah, LSE's up there towards VWAP and climbing higher right now. These anomalies are so aggravating, but they happen and we gotta address it. We gotta address them. Guys, I gotta head out. I got go grab the kiddos. Summertime. So SRM is essentially, I just want this. I'd like this thing to stay heavy against 1020, but I'm gonna give it a little bit more room up and above that for a longer day. Pull back and fade. We'll see if we get it. Couple good setups. My favorite today were SONM and OP. I'll do the OP, the head and shoulders, SONM, the descending triangle. But otherwise, I'm just going to kick back with SRM for a little while, give it some room, see if we can profit take and start pulling back. But that's going to be about it today, guys. If there are anything you guys want to go over, you know, you can always reach out. Happy to help in any way I can. The over trading I'll have to definitely address. I mean, there's a lot of trading I want to do over here. Take the clean setups, you know. There were two very clear clean setups for me that paid out real well. So we'll see if we're going to be green on the day. I don't know. Probably right now I'm break even-ish. But otherwise, if you guys want to get practice in as well, scoop you up a 25K account. That's in the description of this video. But yeah, guys, we'll see what this SRM wants to do. She is still higher. Unreal. Unreal that we're not getting hardly any profit taking. So good work today, guys, and manage the risk if you're still in on this. But otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care.